Hi, George.
Hey,
Thanks
Drake.
for agreeing to meet with me via Zoom.
Oh, you're welcome. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I was hoping we could brainstorm about what we should share with members at the annual meeting. There's so much going on here, I think I might need some help.
Sure, I'm glad to help. I think I'd probably suggest that we start with thank you. It seems so appropriate this year. This has been an unprecedented time. We all know that. And our members have been just unwavering in their support of the Arboretum. We have now almost 12,000 households in our membership.
Mm.
And my comparison from last year to this year, our membership is up 163% over that same period of time. Even while we were temporarily closed back early in the spring, if you recall, members were upgrading, they were continuing to renew. So we just can't say thank you enough to the membership base here.
Amazing. And membership helps with so many of our programs too.
Oh, absolutely. They're so selfless in helping us.
Did someone say shellfish? I think Shelly might be getting a little hungry.
Hey, Anna.
Hi, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Anna,
Kelly.
Anna, can you share with us some of the things that Youth Ed program has planned for us so we can share at the annual meeting?
Yeah, so since we switched to online programming, Eco Explore has gained over 730 new Eco Explorers from over 80 counties across our state. Project Explore is working with teachers to create online content that encourages kids to get outside while everyone remains at home. And staff have created over 120 videos for students to watch at home with some help from Shelly. Members help make these programs possible. Shelly sure spends a lot of time on Zoom these days.
It's a good thing Shelly's so photogenic. Thanks, Anna and Shelly.
Drake, I bet adult education's having some success online also.
We are.
Hi, Maggie. What can you share with us about adult education?
Yeah, since we've moved online, we've hosted 82 live online classes and reached over 1,200 lifelong learners. And with online classes, we've been able to reach folks all across North Carolina and in 18 different states. And because we've kept classes going, we've also been able to support our adult ed instructors, many of whom are small business owners. We're excited to get some classes up and running in person too. There are 5 classes in September that are scheduled to be on site and outdoors, including yoga in the gardens and tree identification. All of that is thanks in large part to the generosity of members, especially those that donated part of their class fees from canceled classes. Our class takers really went above and beyond to help.
Thanks, Maggie. Thanks for sharing with us.
Drake, it's really great to hear from our folks how much impact our members have in different ways. It just seems like, particularly in this year, they're really a bright light in these challenging times.
I have bright lights on the mind these days.
Hey, Clara.
Hey, George.
How you doing?
Doing well, thanks.
It's the days are getting shorter and the nights are getting longer. So it feels like winter lights is right around the corner. What can you share with our members about what's coming?
Because we want to make sure that everyone can enjoy the lights and stay as safe as possible this year, we have changed the show to a drive-through format. We're converting just over 1 mile of the Arboretum's Frederick Law Olmsted Way, the new main parking lot, and the traffic circles into a winter wonderland. I think this will feel a little different, but members, I think, are still going to really enjoy the show with their friends and family.
And members are still doing their part when they purchase tickets. Is that correct?
That's correct, Drake. Winter Lights is still the Arboretum's largest fundraising event, and proceeds from the show help support our gardens, our trails, exhibits, and many more mission-oriented things here at the Arboretum.
Great. Thanks, Clara. This is a great update to share.
Drake, there's something we haven't talked about yet.
What's that?
plants. We're an arboretum after all. Isn't that interesting?
I think I can help with that.
June, what's the news from the greenhouse?
As you can see, we have our fall seasonal landscape exhibit plants here, and we are also getting ready to start planning for spring under Clara's direction, figuring out what we're going to be growing for our containers and gardens. And in a few weeks, the bonsai will be going into the hoop house for winter protection.
June, what else can we share with members?
Society members and donors helped save 10 jobs here at the Arboretum with their generous support. Some of those were even in the horticulture department. With their help contributing to the staff support campaign, we were able to continue our beautiful landscape gardens that members and donors enjoy seeing when they come out to the Arboretum. For that, we are extremely thankful.
That's right, June. Donations to the staff support campaign totaled over $160,000. That's just amazing. These were critical to keeping our Arboretum family together, and that's really great. Thanks, June. Thanks for the update.
Drake, it's right there. Our members have seen how they have such an amazing impact here. June's presentation of the job saved, if nothing else they've done, it's been extraordinarily important for this place. While we're talking about those donations, it might be a good time to talk about the financial update so the members can see how we're doing.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, George. As many members know, we're a state-supported organization, but our membership organization really is critical to making this place what it is. Without our members, we would have been in a really rough shape going through the last couple of months. As many people have known that we had to cancel some pretty major events, Bonsai Expo and the Orchid exhibit, weddings, and several events that we count on for revenue. But our membership really stood in the gap for us, particularly with their generosity during our campaign to help support staff. They're also just showing up in numbers, just renewing memberships, and it's been really great. So all things considered, we're in pretty good shape heading into 2020, but we're gonna still need to get some additional help. If only money grew on trees, that would really help.
But Drake, money doesn't grow on trees, or we'd have baskets and pickers throughout the grounds assisting us with these efforts. Good morning.
Hi, Nancy. As a society board member and the leader of our development task force, don't you wish that we had one of those big money trees to harvest from?
Oh, Drake, we'd be set for life. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. We still need the continued help from members and friends to continue the wonderful things that y'all have kept going this year. This place is such a safe haven and a healthy experience for anybody that comes through those gates, and we just need to make certain that continues.
So how can people continue to help?
People should keep their eyes open for a campaign that they'll be brought information about shortly. It's called The Path Forward. And it's talking about continuing the momentum and the work that y'all have done so beautifully in 2020. It will deal with improvements to the trails. It will deal with some issues around education. And of course, what's always near and dear to my heart, it will deal with the plants. So look forward to some information coming to you shortly about how we as donors and members and lovers of the greenhouses and gardens can help with the path forward. Thanks, Drake.
Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate the update.
Drake, we're all so grateful for what the members are doing. I think we also need to remember that special group of Arboretum members that gives of their time and their talent as well as their treasure.
So do you mean
volunteers?
Yeah.
Hey, Kat.
Yes, Kat. I know the volunteers are still working hard. How are they doing?
Well, in order to keep everyone safe, our volunteer opportunities have been limited. There are some volunteers that are still here regularly, particularly in the outdoors. We've even gotten creative and started some online and remote opportunities. And we even started a Facebook group for our Arboretum volunteers. so that they can feel connected even when they cannot be here. And despite the difficult conditions, Arboretum volunteers still donated thousands of hours just this year. While we can't have the annual volunteer luncheon this year to say thank you, here's a virtual high five for our volunteers, and we thank them for all of the things that they do.
Kat, thank you so much. Great report. We miss our volunteers, look forward to their coming back. Although we can't do the annual luncheon that we like to do every year, maybe there's another way for us to create a bright spot in the volunteer program. I want to make you aware in this format that you are the recipient of the 2020 Outstanding Service Award that's designated by our 2 boards and nominated by our staff. So Kat, congratulations on that honor. You have done so many things here. Obviously, the 600 volunteers that you manage, having to have 20 volunteers a night for winter lights every night over 45 or more days. The work you've done in development, you've helped raise money for Willow Pond. You've done behind the scenes tours in the reopening of the Plants of Promise Garden. You're even known as the linen czar around here, the person who stepped up to make sure that the linens that we have for special events are always clean, pressed, and ready for the next event. You've had engagement with our volunteers, so they're trained and ready to go to work in all the various departments of the Arboretum. So with this award, you'll receive a $1,000 check and an Ann Vaslick numbered print, and you'll be honored on our recognition board in the lobby of the Education Center. So Kat, thank you and congratulations from all of us on staff.
Thank you. We couldn't do it without our wonderful volunteers.
Congratulations, Kat.
Well, you know, Drake, do you think we have enough information for our volunteers at this point? What do you think?
Yeah, our members have such a direct impact on this place and making it what it is. I should have known better to just come straight to the source.
Well, you know, we started this conversation by saying thank you, and I think it's appropriate to end it in the same way. You know, we have so many members, state board members, society board members, volunteers, donors, staff, who all play critical roles in where we are and the progress we continue to make here. So I think I speak for everyone on our boards and those constituencies to say thank you to our members. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you again soon here at the Arboretum.